Hello, welcome back to Sailing NV. We're still anchored just off the boatyard here in Kudat in the north coast of Borneo. Our draft doesn't allow us to come any closer and we don't want to haul out until the engine actually arrives, as every extra day on land adds to the bill. While we wait, we've got some exciting news. Our crew is feeling complete again. Timo's daughters, Nami and Tea, are back aboard for their summer holidays. They've spent most of their childhood sailing, and now for the first time they're meeting their new baby brother. And what better way to spend time as a family than doing some fiberglassing? We've always got projects on the go, and this one is a team effort. You might remember our little sailing dinghy from earlier videos. It's becoming too small for our ever-growing crew. Water always spills in through the back, and it just wasn't built for 5+ people. So we decided it was time for a little renovation. We'll close up the stern, raise the waterline and add some extra flotation, and teach the kids a bit of fiberglassing along the way. First step was to tow the dinghy ashore and haul it to a quiet corner of the yard.
My daughter, they are so excited and happy, vero? Safety first.
Claire's got a trick name. Magic hands. Woo. You want some?
The number of my kids increase and also the age of the kids. And our dinghy, the sailing dinghy, is too small. In reality, one day I go to extend and augment the free boat of the dinghy. But at the moment, the priority is close the stern. I can't support anymore to have the open stern because really, when you put on the water the skiff, the mini dinghy, the water go in. We don't use it just for fun, but we use it like a sailing dinghy for transport the kids. They can go in and out, they can go in two on board. Or me, I go with one kid sometimes. My dream is to start to close the stern and make it completely seal. For do that, on the water, on the middle to the sea in Indonesia, we find one piece of fiberglass ready-made. This one probably before is one gangway, is one ramp from one boat. We find it floating on the sea. There's a pool fiberglass polyester like the dinghy. We always collect stuff in the backyard, the garbage bin, or on the ocean. At the moment, a lot of parts of the ocean look like one big garbage bin. These parts, when we saw, immediately said, oh, come on, it's ready laminate fiberglass. We can use it for something. After stay on board for 1 year, I have in mind that I want to do this modification. Modification is exactly the size we need. We got to do one template.
So the next step was to make a template to match the shape we needed to close on the stern and cut it out of this salvaged piece of fiberglass that we'd found floating in the sea.
The boat is never symmetric. It always has some difference. Also when it's a small dinghy. Un sacco di aria qua, vedi? Cut more here. It's completely different. You see, we can use it one for do two. This one in one side have one form, and the opposite side is different form.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's quite well cut with the tools we have. Now micro balloon for glue and laminate, but still have to do a lot of grinding.
Next it was time to grind back the surface.
Now it's not so bad the stern we rebuilt. We use it, the model we do in cardboard, and it's cut quite well. It's ready prepared with the grinding.
And glue the new piece in place with epoxy.
We clean all with the alcohol or acetone is good. Now you can see this dinghy is very fragile. There is already some delamination caused from the humidity inside, like osmosis. But when we finish the job, this one got to be so reinforced and reseal that there is no problem. Always the epoxy is in two components. There is the harder and the resin. Now this one is one harder to two resin. Quindi we use it one dose to two. One and two. You mix up to when you don't see any more line of different between the two components. Have to be very liquid. 1 minute, 60 seconds. Now we try to put the colloidal silica. Vedi? It's like a ice cream.
We mix the epoxy with colloidal silica to thicken it into a strong gap-filling adhesive that holds its shape and doesn't run on vertical surfaces.
First, I feel it, the crack. Preparare
We added peel ply over the top, a special fabric that goes on while the epoxy cures. It helps compress the surface, which improves the bond and leaves a clean finish with no sanding needed before the next step. Next, Timo cuts lots of small pieces of carbon to create tabs. These get glued along the edges of the new piece to bond it securely to the dinghy. Whilst the resin was curing, the girls took on another job, making new covers for our old beanbags, which were starting to fall apart. They began by sewing simple inner liners to hold the polystyrene filling.
Bravissima.
Then made colourful patchwork outer covers using leftover sunbrella scraps. Once everything was ready, they carefully transferred the filling from one of the old beanbags into the new ones. A slow and delicate job. And so instead of our old tired beanbags, we now had a nice new set of beautiful patchworked ones. Meanwhile, some more good news. Our new engine is finally ready to ship, and we've been back and forth with customs, making sure everything is in order for a duty-free import. Okay, back to the dinghy. It was time to remove the peel ply and see the result of the first stage of the job.
Adesso guardiamo se...
After watching Dad do the last lamination on the inside, now it was time for Nami and Tea to have a go at the lamination on the outside.
Perché la rimpagna qua e qua, però senza esagerare troppo. Ok, adesso falla aderire, vai, io te la sistemo un po'. Ok, va bene. Brava, dammi il prossimo pezzo.
This was more than just a boat project. It was a long-awaited moment for Timo to pass on some skills and share his passion for fiberglass with his daughters, working side by side.
Uno, due, vai, pull! Guarda! Wow, guarda! È bello smooth! L'interno, togli anche quell'ultimo pezzettino all'interno. Grandi! Lì faccio un po' di chiaccheggiatura ed è perfetto. Good.
The dinghy's not quite finished. It still needs paint, a bowsprit, maybe even a new sail wardrobe made from one of our old rip sails, and of course the test sail. But for now, it floats better, holds more, and has a bit more family spirit baked into it. It's progress, even if the list never seems to get shorter. Having all the kids aboard again is playful, patched, and precious.
Nami, Tea, Nemo, down. Nami, Tea, Nemo, down. Nami, Tea, Nemo, down. Solo.
We might not be moving yet, but we're happy we're all together. And this is just week 1 of Nami and Tea's summer aboard. But your sisters did. At this rate, the boat's going to look brand new by the time they head home. If you'd like to support us on Patreon or with a one-off donation on our coffee website or via PayPal, I'll put the links in the description. Thank you. If you enjoyed this video, we'd really appreciate it if you could click the subscribe button, like, comment, share it with your friends, and don't forget to ring the bell so you don't miss out on any future episodes.